Hey guys, this is John and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another bicycle overview. This bike is a 1972 Schwinn Paramount. I've had this thing as part of my collection for quite a long time, probably the fifth or sixth bike in my collection. And this is great, I love it. I bought it from a guy named Bob. He's from Chicago. He actually just moved to California a few years back. And he'll know I'm talking about him once he watches this video. And he gave it to me. It was in good shape. It did have a little bit of surface rust, and it had some yellowing decals. Now I did change out the decals. It took off the surface rust. I just had to do it. Now I know to some of you that's kind of a sin because you like a little bit of dinge. Myself, I don't know. I kind of look for that new old stock look. I like the bits to be nice and shiny whenever possible. And I love bling. You guys know that if you're watching my videos. This is just blingy. Got some gold and gold chainage. That's a Citisport and a Suntour cog. You know, back in the day when I worked at a Schwinn store back in the 80s, we would look at the catalogs, and the catalogs always showed those gold chains and sprockets, and I just thought, one day I'm going to have enough money to buy a bike with a gold chain and sprocket. Just thought it was kind of cool. It's a 24-inch frame, and I understand they're pretty common. You know, I've had this bike for a long time, but I haven't done a video thinking, hey, you know, it's a pretty common bike. There's tons of them out there from 1972, and from year to year, there really wasn't many changes. Now, this is the model without the eyelets. What do you call that thing? Help me out, guys. That P9? Oh, I'm going to sound silly. I should know my Paramount numbers. I don't. But it doesn't have the eyelets. It does have some Weinman concave rims, which I believe a lot of people changed to back then. I think this one normally would have came with subs. Put in the comments below what you think, because I know a lot of these things were custom built. You did have a side pull brake option, which this one has, so we don't have the center pulls. And yeah, it's kind of heavy, to be quite honest with you. Maybe it's the chrome plating, maybe it's the heavy wheels. We got some Panaracer Pacellas on here. There's just not a lot of good options for a 27 by 1 1/4 inch skin wall colored tire. If you know of any, please let me know. Other than that model. Campanello headset, of course, a Cinelli cockpit, which may or may not have been apropos at the time. I know they had some other stems for a while. I just don't know when they brought them in or took them out. Great looking bike. Rides like a dream. I love the way it rides. It rides like your typical Reynolds bike. And it's not particularly short. It's about a 40 1/2 inch wheelbase. And I love the way it feels. Let's see, we got a Brooks saddle on here. I think that you got to do that. If you don't have that, it's not right. Nova Record seat posts, Nova Record group, large flange hubs, which pretty darn standard. Ain't that pretty? I just think that's pretty. I get a lot of attention on this bike when I ride it, even for people who don't care about bikes. They just think it's cool because it's chrome. I love it. I actually thought about putting Barcons on it because, you know, I'm getting kind of old, and leaning over for those are just not a good idea. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and I'll get back to you on it. And also that helps the channel as well. It's a pretty lonely hobby, so I kind of look to the enthusiasm of people that comment on these videos as camaraderie, almost like being a little bit of a vintage bike club. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe and share this video with anyone you like. I greatly appreciate it. Have an excellent quarantine. That'll date this video once someone hears that. And we'll talk to you next time.